Nobody took native rap serious at the time.
Native hip hop. You crazy?
I think Aboriginal music is really beginning to explode.
We're stumbling onto something very new and interesting.
It's an evolution of Native Americans doing music.
What we're seeing is genres changing.
I just see the whole scene just evolve into Indians playing mainstream music.
NCI-FM, the spirit of Manitoba. Mi ngek ginyuwa gajine kazwat mi gaishkonagamwat gaingastu sin chiwin dimun ani shin jine kategya. Shiguno ishkonagaman Derek Miller gajine kazut number 5 spot on NCI's top 30 Aboriginal countdown.
But it's interesting, this song here, I'm a lucky one.
Dave McLeod is General Manager of Native Communications Inc., better known as NCI-FM in Manitoba. They have been promoting Aboriginal music for over 3 decades. He is a longtime crusader of Aboriginal music and also recipient of the 2002 Industry Music Award, received at the Canadian Aboriginal Music Awards.
The amount of music we receive has actually increased. That's why we've been able to establish an NCI Top 30 Aboriginal Countdown. We want representation from all the music that's coming through. And I think what we're finding in our Top 30 is it's not just a country chart. Nowadays it's 50-60. So 40 to 50% of what comes through the door now is either rap, hip-hop, rock.
Yeah, yeah. Warparty drive. Get you right.
The First Nation Invasion represents a youth movement of sound, art and culture, molded over centuries of time, a new breed of artists. We are now on the brink of an Aboriginal music explosion.
Looking out my window pane, hope to find some endless blue sky.
They all reflect the same vision. They want to be groundbreaking chart toppers with a message, with music that seemingly integrates native stylings with today's contemporary music trends. These true artists are doing what they love and living every day grateful for what they have been given, their gift of music.
The sound Warparty, it's just real. We all make beats and we all make music from the heart. Hip-hop ain't a color, it ain't black, white, nothing.
My reservation as I look into your eyes, I realize that we're living out the white man's lies.
We decided to use Warparty because of like old Hollywood, you know, John Wayne kind of movies, you know, at least then they relate to Indian people, you know.
God, is this a test? Is this really all we have left?
At that point in the game, we wanted to go out there and change people's attitudes towards Indian people, like stereotypes that they had, you know.
Back when we had no gang fights, we had no crack pipes, and brothers got along in the families. What the hell went wrong with the families?
It's just straight hip-hop from the Reds, you know what I mean? We just put a native twist on it, I guess.
I hope you get me. If you don't, let it marinate. The mind state of my people, we try to set that straight. We never brought residential schools to this place. We never brought alcoholic fluid to our tastes.
We're about 10 members strong. We have a number of different musical instruments like saxophone, trumpets, world instruments like djembes and tabla, sitar. And I would eventually like to have 20 instruments, you know, all multicultural with a variety of different backgrounds in music, like, you know, some influences from jazz, blues, funk, tribal. There's so many interesting sounds you can get through world music.
Our goal is pretty much to sound as heavy as possible.
Killah Green is on a campaign of world domination. Self-producing their debut EP, a lot of experience in production and business is what drives Killah Green to think they have what it takes to break into the new metal circuit.
High quality, heavy energy, a lot of dynamics.
Heavy music.
Very loud and powerful. Really heavy, really aggressive.
I'm Ricky from Killah Green, and you're watching the First Nation Invasion.
For Best Rap Hip Hop Album, Warparty. For the CD, exclusively Red.
A real special thank you to all the fans because you really keep us going.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody who supported Warparty. I want to thank my crew. Most of all, I want to thank Rex for having a dream in us, you know what I mean? And I just like to thank Hobima, where we're from. You give us inspiration to do what we do.
We on the rise and Warparty shining. It's Indian time, can't nobody hang with me. 6'1" and a big Nick G.
2 years ago, Warparty was the first Aboriginal hip-hop act to have a video in heavy rotation on national television. And with this year's 2 Aboriginal Music Awards and a new video, Warparty's 8-year journey is well on its way.
We hit you right, we hit you right, ride it. We hit you right, we hit you right, ride it, ride it.
When the video dropped, we received hundreds of emails from all types of people. A lot of Native youth, saying that we inspired them, we helped them believe in themselves. Since then, the music has changed because there's so much more meaning to it now. People, actually take serious what we're saying.
We hit you right, we hit you right, ride it. We hit you right.
Warparty were at the Prairie Music Awards. I think those guys are just a shining example. They've got 2 videos. One video is high rotation on Much Music.
Best music video, Warparty.
Wow, we didn't even prepare for this. Wow. But we want to thank the creator for giving us, the talent to do this, and thank the awards for providing the opportunity, for musicians all across Canada. And we also want to thank all the fans and all our people for supporting us.
Singer-songwriter Dave Belanger and his band Burnt are part of an experimental genre, mixing new ideas with new world instruments. This 10-piece organic mixture of many cultures and styles is about to emerge. They want to let the world know that they are here, willing, waiting, and capable of finding their place in the contemporary major music market.
I wanted to do a number of different things, like I'm part Icelandic, Irish, Scottish, Ojibwe, Cree, French, and I wanted to incorporate a lot of different sounds into a project, like to include, my heritage. We decided not to have any barriers or boundaries for our project, and we wanted to include other cultures and to create some type of unity through music. I think our major accomplishments are you know, touching those other cultures and you know, touching our own people, our own Indigenous people from this country.
As any artist will tell you, sacrificing is a fact of life when you're trying to find that big break, that 1 in a million chance at stardom that every artist dreams of.
I've sacrificed everything. I have everything on the line, really. Like in general, we don't have anything to lose. We're trying to be a positive group and do the positive things through music. You're gonna have to make sacrifices. You know, you're gonna have to sacrifice money sometimes, food.
Trackers with the trumpets, put that in there as well.
We want this thing to be a positive thing, and we want to be able to market this project in a competitive, you know, way to compete with the other, you know, record companies, or, you know, there's so many things you need to sacrifice. You need to sacrifice your pride sometimes.
Sweet grace, how music lets my mind take flight. Res life, my life, living awake of sleepless nights. Be my eyes colorblind, catch a glimpse of baby sight. Realize there's more to see than all this rock around me. Grant this girl a beat and let my soul run free. Amidst the plague of war, there ain't no way I'd rather be. One love for my people, UNITE. Instead of feeling reserved, my reserve feel me.
One of the biggest things that I regret is, you know, we don't get to spend as much time with our families as we'd like, with our friends.
We're the ones that basically, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, really want this. We want this, you know, and I've sacrificed everything in my life for this. Everything that we did, we struggled with it. Free shows, you know, trying to book studio time at other studios, doing anything we could to get out there, radio shows, anything, and it's been a rocky relationship.
Music brings a lot of enjoyment to a lot of people's lives, and it's, I mean, nobody's perfect and you can't make everybody happy all the time, and we make mistakes along the way. That's how we learn, you know? So like, there's so many sacrifices that we made.
You spent endless hours in the recording studio, and then and the live entity of it is that you're playing live, you're away from home a lot. It's a lot of dedication in this business. You gotta have a strong will and know that you want to be a part of this to understand it all and to make a good living out of it. You have to readjust that.
Make that heavy techno stand out more, that bottom, that kick.
Sounds good, yeah. Turn up that 1 volt over there.
Yeah, Warparty tribe. Wreck shop represent one time, what?
A reservation as I look into your eyes. I realize that we're living out the white man's lies.
Songwriting techniques are unique to each individual. Usually there are no recipes for success or guarantees that your next song could be the big one.
I'll like go somewhere or be on my own, really, and start developing an idea and come up with some basic chords and melodies vocally, and then I'll bring it like to the rest of the group in rehearsal, and I'll see if they like it first. Usually an indication for me is when everybody starts playing along and finding a groove, you know, and then from there the music just evolves somehow. It's like magic.
Somebody will come up with an idea and we'll work around that. Or somebody will come up with a hook or we'll work around that. Or something will just happen so traumatic in our life, we'll come back and it'll just spill out like blood on the floor. We'll take that and put that into a song and it just happens, just boom, you know, we have to get that out. You know, we've done that.
Yeah, this is Kool-Aid the Chubby Craig from Warparty. You're watching the First Nation Invasion. So we're gonna go do the show for APTN right now. If you don't know, this is Mike Noble, Real MC.
Bingo in the movie.
Chubby Cree, I represent 3 hours north of Calgary. You understand me? Ain't no stopping a native.
You could hate it, but
Ain't no stopping a native. Ain't no stopping a native.
You could hate it, but
Ain't no stopping.
If you want to be different, you want something out of life, sometimes it takes a little bit of work and it's hard to stick to it. Well, but you really got to want that. If you want something bad enough, you'll do anything for it. And we did. You have to know what you want. You have to really, really know what you want. Because nobody's going to sit there and hand that to you.
In fifth gear on back roads, hands off the wheel with this goddamn eyes closed. I wish my spirit could damage your physical. Got you peeping the lyrical of this ill individual like a trigger when it's pulled.
We need to corner our own market, build our own market, make value to what we do. So not just Native people want it. Everybody wants to learn about it, learn more about us and who we are and what we're about.
And I seen the opportunity, to have a voice with hip hop music. And I wanted to speak up for my people.
Boy, you know I never fell.
Oh, what?
A boy like
Yeah. All my people in here, make some noise in the back. All my people in here, all my people that's rough there.
Get on up.
All my ladies in the place, just
Shake your stuff.
We need to start holding our own humongous shows, big concerts. We need to start, producing a lot more mainstream movies, and actually having, our own record labels that, are equivalent to the majors, that are in there and have those people, A&Rs, agents.
There has to be an Indian Universal Studios. There has to be a Native EMI before we see Aboriginal people really get on a world scale. A lot that needs to be done still, There's a lot of artists who don't have access to computers, access to recording gear. It hasn't evolved enough for us to compete at the same level.
I think one of the long-term goals is that we create or we establish a brown face in the mainstream market for music. I want to create a big army of multicultural instruments and music, and just, present it and say, look, this is what we need to do. We need to celebrate our cultures, here in Canada. We need to do something positive together.
Here from their CD, The Greatest Natives from the North, here's Warparty with Ain't No Stoppin' a Native.
We kind of want to end up with a little enterprise at the end of this, where we could provide more opportunity for our own people.
Y'all can come up to the front if you want.
Y'all can come to the front. We're gonna throw out some posters.
We got some
if y'all
collecting stuff
want that.
I just want to stay in music. I just want to keep doing hip hop and keep producing other artists and keep producing younger artists.
The native,
you could hate it, but
there ain't no stopping a native.
I'm catching wreck. Ish, I pull it out the air. Life is no fair when this MC is near. No fear. Cause I had it up to here. MCs they try but they never get near to my scheme. Ish, you know what I mean? One of the baddest MCs that you ever seen. There's no competition for this rendition of my flow.
Hey yo,
that they better go back now and rewrite that shit. This one's the hit, now go on again. Too many Indians, not enough chiefs. Your style is weak, but my style's unique. Cause I can rock the spot like Gretzky plays hockey. Then my funk hit you as if I was Rocky Balboa. I'll show her.
It's Indian time, man. It's time for us to be who we are, to get back on our feet and show the world, who we are.
Warparty drive. Hit you right. Yeah, yeah.
We hit you right. We hit you right. Ride it. We hit you right. We hit you right. Ride it. We hit you right. We hit you right. Ride it.
Ride it. Gonna make you wanna ride it.
Can you hit it? Feel it now? What? Gonna make you wanna ride it. Gonna make you wanna bounce around, get down with Warparty, that greatest native from North Hip Hop. So move aside and let him through and about to do what? It's so surprising. Gonna hit you right and make the ladies move their thighs in. I'm vocalizing, so recognize, man.